No, you got to feel for Murata. Seriously, um, uh, it's just unbelievable. In today's game, I mean, if you live in Australia, obviously it would be this morning. I don't know when this video would be uploaded, but it's just so unlucky for Murata to be able to just those goals were just disallowed. The one that was given as a goal, but the other two was checked, but already given offside by the linesman. I really feel for Murata because seriously, like he got really unlucky. Granted, obviously, like he probably should improve his positioning and actually stay on side. But my word, it's unlucky to have all three of those goals being given offside and not being, putting the ball in the back of the net. And his finishing was good as well. But I mean, compared to the other players, obviously Morata had like a good game today, even though the goals were offside and his positioning wasn't the greatest. But my word, if I'm going to completely demolish this part of this team, such as Chiesa, Bernardeschi, Kulusevski was pretty poor today, and Dybala was non-existent, and Demiral sending off. So I'm going to get into that. Look at the starting lineup today. I mean, it speaks for itself. I mean, you got Chiesa there, Rabiot, Bentancur, Kulusevski. Now, granted, Kulusevski's better than all those other people that I mentioned, but I mean, it's just ridiculous how these players at Juventus, like this is Juventus. This is not like fucking Crawley Town or whatever you call it. Excuse my language. It's not like Crawley Town or some ridiculous team in like League One, League Two. Like, like it just boggles my mind. It just boggles my mind because we're Juventus. We're the top team in Italy. We're the best team in Italy. We've won 9 Scudetti in a row. Hopefully, going to be a 10th. And I just don't understand how these players are at Juventus. And that's why I've started to make these videos on especially this first video on this YouTube channel. And that's why this YouTube channel exists now, is because of this. It's reasons like this that's made me furious, and for me to voice my opinion, I need to express that on a video. And players like Chiesa and Bernardeschi should not even step anywhere close to Juventus. That is, they are not even at that level. If they want to go play football somewhere else, they can go play for Genoa, Spezia, or Spal. That's where they can go if they want to go play there. Now we do have a lot of players that were injured in today's game, such as people like the Ligt, who's out injured. He has a shoulder injury. Then we've got Alexandra, who's out. Obviously Ronaldo, of course, big one. CR7 himself. But like, see, the thing is, I understand for Pirlo, it's hard for him to, you know, play, interpret the game well when he doesn't have the players who are all available. He doesn't have every player that's available to him, and I understand how that's hard for him. But his interpretation of the game, making a sub. What was he made a sub? I think it was in like the 75th minute or something like that. Like that's too late on. I mean, he brought on McKennie for Kulusevski. Now Kulusevski wasn't even playing as bad as Chiesa or Bernardeschi, even though Bernardeschi didn't come on at that time. But Chiesa, my word, he should have been taken off. I don't really understand that call. I know we have deficiencies in our availability of players at the moment, but it's just frustrating, because like you see Pirlo trying to implement what he wants to implement, and the players are not understanding the interpretation of what he's trying to implement and interpret for the players. It is what it is. It's a work in progress, and Pirlo needs to understand that. But I don't want to put it all on him. No, I don't want to grill Pirlo or anything like that because it's still very early in the season, and I mean this is like what his fifth or sixth game in charge officially, and I don't want it to put it all on him, but his interpretation and reading of the game should be better by I mean late second half. He should be able to make a sub, in the 50th 60th minute. I mean I was watching on the script. I was watching this morning and I could clearly see that Chiesa needed to come off. I mean, there was a clear change. I mean, it was pretty obvious. I mean, I could see it myself. He needed to come off. He wasn't playing good, so I don't really understand how Pirlo didn't understand that he didn't take him off at all. Now, where is that grit? Where is that determination? Where are the players who we used to have in the past that molded the midfield and actually could pass properly and get balls through to the attackers? Where are your Arturo Vidal's? Where are your Andrea Pirlo's? Where are your Paul Pogba's? Where are your Claudio Marquisio's? There's no heart. There's no grit. There's no determination. I don't understand what this team is really trying to do. Now, granted, in this situation, I mean, the goal was a deflected shot, but he has clearly put his foot in front. And obviously, was unlucky to go in the back of the net. But still, it's like the little children, like they're playing like under sixes or something. It's ridiculous. How is these guys playing for Juventus? And Bernardeschi with the second goal, he clearly gives a freaking penalty to Barcelona, and then Messi puts it in the back of the net. Like then it's 2-0. It's like where is that determination? Where is the passion? Where is the grit? The only person I can see on the team that actually puts that grit and determination in performances and stuff and backs it up is Ronaldo. And other players like De Ligt and Chesney, and then like that's it. It's like a handful of players. And Chiellini, of course. I mean, now in this situation with Demiral, I mean, he goes in what, nearly pretty much 2-footed, I think it was from memory. I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But I don't really understand how he gets this red card. It's ridiculous. Like, why? You don't need to do that. You're already on a yellow one, and then you get a red card. It's like you don't need to do that. You don't need to be over aggressive. I don't really understand what happened here. I mean, Demiral. I mean, he needs to just work on being less aggressive, not over aggressive like that. I didn't really understand that. And let's talk about Dybala as well. He was completely non-existent in this game, and I don't even know where to start with him. Granted, he's just come back from second game back from injury, but I just don't think it's good enough. He was meant to take the baton from Ronaldo today and step up on the plate, but he didn't do that, and it's not good enough from him. Now, I mean, compared to Chiesa and Bernardeschi and Rabiot and Quadrado, Michael Quadrado, I think his days are numbered. I think he should just get sold from now on. He's just he's nowhere near where he used to be back 4 years ago, 3 years ago. Yeah, I don't even understand. I mean, Quadrado. I mean, come on, man, come on. He's just nowhere where he used to be many years ago, and it's a shame. But unfortunately, he's getting older, and it's dead wood. We gotta get rid of him. So it is what it is. Now, I don't really want to just make this video a whole rant and everything like that. And granted, it's still very early in the season. Obviously, Pirlo, in terms of his appointment from Andrea Agnelli, Paratici, and Nedved, the directives up at the top, who appointed Pirlo. Now, granted, he's in a position where he has all these players at his disposal and he doesn't know who to use and who to put in the correct positions because he hasn't actually had any proper friendlies to be able to put those players out and play with them, put them in different positions because he's been in competitive competitions. Yeah, so I mean, it's hard for Pirlo to try and interpret what he wants to interpret when he's got all these official matches and he doesn't even have any friendlies to showcase what he wants for the players to do. Because it's hard when you're playing competitive matches and you have results not going the way you want it or does go your way, and it can impact the next game. So he hasn't really had those friendlies, Pirlo, to try and get those players to understand what he wants them to do. He hasn't really put it in practice. Yes, he's had training, practice sessions and stuff, but not really a match where he's able to showcase that in front of everyone. But I mean, other than that, yeah, I hope you like the video and subscribe to my channel. That's it. And thanks for watching.